This is Eden from Helixx VR. Today I'll be reviewing Helixx VR for the HTC Vive. The game is currently considered as feature complete and is one of those rare VR games not going into early access. There is currently no Oculus Rift support, but it may be included in the future depending on the reception of the game, as well as other features such as more game modes. As a warning, this review is based on a pre-release version. Helixx VR is a casual game where you play a baker who has to fulfill the cake orders of customers. It is along the same lines as VR the Dino Duo, but much less frantic. Unlike many similar games, this game includes an adaptive difficulty system which allows you to make it as difficult as you like, and a progression system where you unlock equipment to open up new options and increase your earning power. The game is being developed by a two-man team who make up Polygon Dust Entertainment. Both used to work at EA in quality assurance and as a back-end developer respectively. This is their first game release as an indie developer, and it appears to be a fairly solid one. There are no set of levels as normal for this type of game. Rather, you have a repeated day where the flow of customers coming into the bakery is based on your speed, and the orders are randomized based on what equipment you have unlocked. This lets you go at your own speed without worrying too much about failing, but the better you do, the more cash you'll earn and the faster you'll be able to progress to the next upgrade. You can completely fail on a cake if you wait a very long time, but otherwise the amount of money you'll receive will just be reduced as time goes on. This makes the game much more casual than most games in this area. The day goes by with customers coming in until 12 PM, where a fun minigame appears to break the pace. A cannon will start to shoot food at you, and you have to eat as much as you can. You can earn some bonus money by doing this during this interlude, or you can skip it if it's not your thing. Then it's back to work until 5 PM, where you can count your earnings for the day and spend them. Lots of progression in the game is based on your equipment and bakery upgrades. You will see that flamethrower at the title screen and you'll probably want it, but the baker who makes a few cakes a day can't afford it. Only ludicrously rich bakers can afford to pimp their bakery with that HTC Vive demo station to entertain the customers while they wait. You start the game with minimal equipment, just being able to bake plain cakes in 3 flavours. You'll soon unlock equipment to open up new options, which does ramp up the difficulty and tension somewhat. You can change your oven for a flamethrower and buy guns to shoot toppings and frostings at the highest tiers. To go through some of the strengths of the game, the adaptive difficulty is particularly good for those wanting to take a more laid-back approach. I was quite impressed that the instructions update as you unlock new equipment. If you have an oven, it will show you how to use that, but if you've upgraded to a flamethrower, they'll explain the flamethrower instead. Touches like these are quite rare, but very welcome in a game. There's also other little but nice things such as having multiple save slots that you don't often see. The food can minigame is a great way to break up the day. It really gets you moving, trying to catch the food with both your hands and your mouth, and it feels like it has a purpose. The game has quite a good sense of humour. Some of the lines that the customers spout are hilarious, and it's included fun little extras like being able to throw things or shoot fire at the customers. There are a good amount of other things to unlock, even including Steam achievements. You will get the most out of the unlock system if you enjoy decorating the bakery. As well as being able to make it look better, it adds extra cash to your tips, so there is a gameplay purpose. Unfortunately, I do believe that most will neglect the feature in favour of grabbing the equipment upgrades. There are a few negatives to the game. The first day is quite limited and as such fairly boring. It soon picks up since at the end of the first day you can buy new equipment to expand your options as previously mentioned, but I could see people being put off by the first day and not playing any further. It is a pity as the game does deserve further play. I have come across a couple of small bugs. The developer says that both are now fixed for the final release. One bug was that the cakes were suddenly burning sometimes after using the first tier oven, and I encountered it a few times. The second bug I only came across once, where I couldn't interact with the icing pot until I'd filled it up again. Another weakness is that the temptation is to go straight for the endgame equipment, and that shortens the game. I managed to get all of the endgame equipment within 90 minutes, but I was rushing towards it at the expense of everything else. It's probably better not to skip the mid-tier equipment, maybe get some customization items along the way to improve your tips and the look of your bakery. The only thing that I can really find the game lacking is challenge. It's great for those who want to play casually, but could really use a separate hard mode with targets to hit, or perhaps some management features such as needing to pay rent or react to things gone wrong thrown in. To wrap up the review, Helixx VR is very much a casual game. It's well made and a great first effort by Polygon Dust. There are certain areas which could use tweaking, but it's a lot of fun. Those looking for a challenge may be better served by VR the Dino Duo or Dead Hungry, but if you enjoy playing casually, upgrading equipment and fully decking out your bakery, then you'll probably love this game and play for hours. I personally found it good as a startup or wind down game for long VR sessions. I'd like to take this chance to say thank you to Polygon Dust, not just for the review copy and the giveaway copies, but also for being so responsive to my questions about the game. As always, if you enjoyed watching this review, please remember to like and subscribe.